Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the semi-finals of GEST IDC September. I cannot believe it, gods, but by God, we are here. It's an all-Pinoy affair, Pacific.Palit up against Dreamz, and in fact, I believe the only Pinoy team that has not yet finished their round of 8 match is Pacific.Emaxx, but for all we know, they'll be here too. It could be 4 Pinoy teams in the Final Four. And this should be a treat. Dreamz looked really good in their last game. We have not gotten to cast Palit at all, though, so I'm excited to find out. How are they playing? Can they deal with Jules?
Oh yeah, I mean, can they deal with Jules? But they've got their own secret weapon in the form of Santino, or in this game he's known as RCG, and he's the player to look out for. He is the child prodigy, apparently. He sort of went professional around the age of 13. I say professional, I mean, he's been playing with this team here for a good year. It's been about almost a year or so now. I don't know if he's still 13, but he is one of the youngest top-level players in Dota in the Philippines. And this is a team who's done well here in the GST. They have had a top 3 placing. They've never won it, but they finished 2nd or 3rd, at least on one occasion, maybe even a couple. And Dreamz looking to get their first GEST championship. Jules has been playing well, but he's going to have to play really well to take down a team like Pacific.
He certainly is. So many good solo heroes left in the pool. A lot of the very strong tri-lane heroes get banned out. The Naga, the CK, the Darkseer as well. Actually, is going to take a ban. I'm a little surprised we see it get banned here. We haven't watched this team play yet, so maybe they've been running him quite a bit. Queen of Pain, Windrunner, all available in the pool. Invoker too, and that might be the one that both these teams have their eye on. We have not seen Invoker slip through really at all this event. I think one game so far.
And Santino loves his Invoker as well. It's one of his sort of trademark heroes. Loves to go for the Exalt build, and he just seems to always nail those Sunstrikes around that. But right off the bat, Dreamz, they pick up the hero Jules wreaked havoc with. He was like 23-1 last game, I think, by the end of it. A couple of Fountain kills here and there. It may have been slightly exaggerated and
there may have been a double rampage somewhere in there. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe a little bit.
It's probably going to go straight into Jules' hand. After how he played last year, I'd be very surprised if anyone else was playing it. Rubik, though, is going to be the answer, at least for now, from Pacific. And it's a hero that normally played as support by these Pinoy teams, but can fit into plenty of different roles.
Yeah, as far as tri-lanes go, there's him, there's the Earthshaker. If they want to secure a strong tri-lane, that's an option, but then they might be giving away a Queen of Pain and an Invoker. And that's probably the 2 strongest, most reliable solos on the board. It's a lot to give away. I don't know, they're really taking their time with this one. They want to be sure they have it right whenever they make that selection. And Windrunner, so they go with another strong solo here, probably that and the Invoker. That's what they're trying to decide behind, I would assume. They could still go for the Invoker if he's around. The question is, will he be? Big AoE, big team fight potential, and a combo that worked fantastically for Dreamz last game. They get the Earthshaker and the Queen of Pain. We saw them dual lane. Now, we don't have to see them together. Jules definitely can solo on that Queen of Pain, but it's a good defensive pick, and Beastmaster too. That's probably going to be their solo mid. Then we're looking at Jules in the offlane on the Queen of Pain, a tri-lane featuring the Earthshaker, maybe some sort of roaming going on. Chen gets banned, so I'm not sure there's a strong jungler in the pool that Dreamz would want, but very versatile opening for Dreamz.
And they're going to go with the Morphling, so there's your carry hero. Potentially solo mid or potentially in that tri-lane, but that's going to be a hero we haven't seen much of, and that's mostly because he's been getting banned out game after game, and just time and again, we haven't gotten to see him. He hasn't made it through the ban stage, and Pacific will get their hands on him. There's a lot of burst damage. You've got the lockdown from the Beastmaster and ES, and Queen of Pain, a great hero to burst down a hero like Morphling if he's sitting on too much agility. So there are counters for him. Ancient Apparition, a great counter, going to get banned out by Pacific.Palit. So we'll see where these two teams want to go. Dreamz still need another support as well as their tri-lane farmer. They may want to try get something that can help shut down the Morphling and get a couple more disables going.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get my finger on the pulse of Dreamz as far as what are they going to do for the tri-lane. Ancient Apparition, ES, normally a very strong combo. DK, that could maybe have been... I guess they could have tri-lane the Morphling and then run the DK as their solo mid. It won't be an option anymore for them. And what else remains? There's a Slardart in the pool. We've seen these teams run it as a solo mid. I think for Pacific it would be... they'd be the team more likely to pick it up. And a Wisp ban. I'm not sure. I guess they could have run a Wisp Riki, or maybe even a Wisp Tiny, but they go for Anti-Mage.
Oh, in reaction to the Morphling pick, I guess. They decide, okay, we're not going to be able to win the mid. Maybe we can win the mid game, but just not enough against a hero like Morphle. We want a late game carry of our own. Anti-Mage, Queen of Pain, they've got great late game carry, semi-carry combo there. Beastmaster ES offer heaps of disable. And Pacific now, what do they want to get? Invoker, it's still in the pool, but it looks like they just want to shy away from it. I mean, they still need a solo mid. I think we may see an Invoker with one of these last two picks if they want to have some more burst damage.
How odd is it? No, Sand King. You know, at this point, you know Dreamz is not taking that Invoker. It really doesn't seem like it would fit into their lineup. If they did pick it, then they'd be running probably a double melee tri-lane and an off-lane Beastmaster, which would be, well, I mean, I don't know, it just feels it would be really awkward for them to pick that Invoker up. Yeah, I don't even know how they wouldn't be able to fit it into the lineup, so that's not going to be their choice. And then it means if they want to take it with the last pick, they could, and that's a pretty good team. If you round this lineup out with an Invoker, you have the 3 semi-carries, the Windrunner, the Morphling, the Invoker. Morphling, Sand King, Rubik is a great tri-lane, but Disruptor is the pick for Dreamz, and this silence could be potent. Lycan, how could we forget about him? Guys, there's too many heroes in Dota, I gotta say, man.
And this is with Invoker not being banned or picked. I mean, that's a hero who, for a long time, was top pick material. And, yeah, Lycan last picked, and I guess they're thinking, alright, they've got no good heroes to deal with him. I mean, they already had the Morphling. Maybe that's why they're thinking, oh, they've got Morphling. They're not going to go Lycan. They've got enough carry as it is, but it's going to be played more as probably like a mid-game pusher. He'll probably go for a Necrobook build here. They'll play the Morphling as the main carry. Lycan just gives them a heap of early-game momentum.
Yeah, it gives you the opportunity to push, and I mean, let's try and figure out what our lanes are going to be for Pacific. It looks like XL3 is going to be headed to that top lane. Solina is the Windrunner. Let's see who's going to be... Well, we'll see what they're doing with the rest of the lanes in a second. But RCG, maybe a solo mid Morphling heading in that direction. Bane Hollow headed towards the bottom lane. Probably going to do some defensive jungling. That being handled by Ace. It's going to be the Sand King LWY. Maybe a dual lane mid. Probably just setting up some wards of some kind. And Rubik being handled by EMZ. Going to that safe lane. So Rubik, Sand King, if that's the dual lane, it's a pretty strong dual lane. And Morphling 1v1 against Beastmaster should definitely do fine in this lane. No, maybe not. What is he doing? I'm not sure. I assume Sand King is going bottom, but he's just kind of hanging out mid for the moment.
Yeah, I think he's maybe just offering... Well, he's going to go maybe decide where he wants to put his ward, somewhere near the mid lane. Over on the Dream side, though, Jules, as expected, once again playing that Queen of Pain. He actually is going to get scouted out by one of Lycan's wolves. Trade hits with that for a bit. In the mid lane, we're going to have Beastmaster played by Owie. Top River, where a bit of a clash is going down, is the tri-lane. We've got the Earthshaker being played by CYJ, Anti-Mage in the hands of Ahi, or LA, as he's more commonly known as, and finally, Yosh playing the Thrall, the Disruptor. Bit of an unusual pick, the first time seeing it this month in the GSD.
Yeah, so for right now, I mean, that tri-lane, pretty scary. Windrunner has to be careful. I gotta say, Glimpse, we saw it earlier in this tournament. It's just so devastating against Windrunner. You pop Windrun, the kinetic field gets dropped, you get pulled back in with Glimpse, and you're dead. You really, once that Windrun is up, you're very easily killed off. Even though there's 2 melee heroes in the Earthshaker and the Anti-Mage, having Disruptor can really deal with that. So that lane should go heavily in favor of Dreamz, at least it looks that way for now. But middle lane, you gotta figure Morphling's gonna win this one. Maybe not completely. Beastmaster can do some bottle crowing, get some levels, but Morphling's just going to have a better time in terms of harassment, in terms of lane control. And actually, XL3 is just not going to go top. He's afraid of the combo. Meanwhile, Jules is going to fight for his farm bottom lane. Banehall is getting the safe lane farm. This inv-red has run out. They might look to go on Jules. Will they be able to catch him? No. Ring around the rosy for him. And so far, he's okay.
Well, he's going to get found now. Sanking, he blinks away. Sanking not in range for that level 1 Burrow Strike. And yeah, against this tri-lane, he needs to be careful not to get caught out, and if they can keep him away from the XP range, that'll be a good accomplishment for this tri-lane, but for now the lane is pushing out a bit. Interesting to see Morphling. I mean, Santino, no surprise to see him on that solo mid, but the Thrall has rotated towards mid lane as well, so dual lane to help shut down this Morphling and provide Beastmaster some backup. I mean, top lane's just been completely abandoned.
This could be real bad. Jules already used his Blink, Telekinesis, and the Burrow Strike. Jules drops low, fogs away. Beautiful play from Jules, saving himself. I think one more auto attack might have just done it from Rubik. Rubik only level 1. If he had Fade Bolt, that would have been a kill. But Jules dodges a bullet. Does he have a healing salve? No, only tangos. That's going to mean he's pretty much out of lane. But then again, so too is the Windrunner, who's now doing some pulling in the jungle. Wow, got a full creep wave. That pull is really difficult to pull off. It's one thing to farm from the high ground, which we've seen from Pucks and Profits earlier in this tournament, but actually doing this pull properly Not an easy task. Really nice, well done by XL3. And look at it, guys. This is something I thought we didn't see enough of in some of the previous games where there was a tri-lane is pushing right away, but they already have the Basilius, they're past the tower, and there's really nothing Queen of Pain can do about this. Jules is level 1. In fact, Sand King just harassing her away.
Yeah, I mean, Sand King, he's quite happy to push away this Queen of Pain, and it's with that surprise last pick like, and it gives them potential to get really early towers. Pino normally sort of opt to go for the hero kills, the early game aggression, the team fights, but here we're seeing a different style of play, and they're going to find Queen of Pain. Jules could be in trouble here. Blink away, Sand King's there. Sand King going to take a lot of damage from the tower, but Queen of Pain should go down. One more right click, not going to happen. Rubik's still diving. It's the first blood on Sand King. Vision under the tower, ES rotation, right place, right time. Windruns under the tower, will get Jules with one more right click. Just as he was blinking, Windrunner, it was a costly kill. I mean, Windrunner takes a lot of damage. They gave up the first blood as well, but they do get Jules. It's always about killing Jules, apparently. Oh, man. And, I mean, Jules now, he has the creep wave at his tower, I guess, so he will be able to get a bit of levels there now, so I don't know if that was quite worth it, although the tier 1 tower is what they were after, and that's what they got, although it comes at a lot of HP loss.
I'm really glad you pointed out. Yes, it was a first blood. It was a great rotation from J, to say the least, but they do get a very early tower on Like It, which means they can pull this lane, and still it's going to be hard to actually enter the lane for Jules, but at the same time, if they're not pulling it, he's going to get some levels now. He's up to level 3. Windrunner can farm this lane. Lycan can rotate into the jungle. He's back at base. Is he going top right away? Maybe they just want to keep on pushing, but it's only a level 3 Lycan. I'm not sure how much he can do. Maybe he just wants the offensive jungle, try and deal with some of the pulling going on by Disruptor. At least harass anti-mates. The Wolves are pretty good for that. So I don't know. To me, this is curious. I feel Lycan, it's best just to get your farm up. Then you can be more aggressive later on, or just pressure that bottom lane. But he's going to rotate top. Pretty interesting adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, I have to agree. I think he's thinking that with that early tower gold he's got, he's going to mask a death up, he's going to go straight for that Vlad, that he can maybe fight the Antimage, the pure right-click damage. I mean, Antimage has magic resistance if he gets his spell shield, but he's not really all that good against a hero like Lycan. I mean, you've got the physical damage coming from the wolves as well as the hero, and it's not something that Antimage can farm all that well up against.
For the moment, Invis, EMZ, maybe looking to set something up. Anti-Mage, this is such a different game from the last game we saw with Anti-Mage. Free farm, empty lane for him. Although he could be in a tiny bit of trouble here. There is Telekinesis, there's a level 1 Fadeball, but they really need to hit a Burrow Strike as well. That's the only way he's going to go down. No, Disruptor, the much easier kill. They catch him out. There's the Glimpse, or the Thunderdome, I should say, that Kinetic Field. It is enough. They set up the kill, and that is a nice kill to have because now Anti-Mage can't really do too much in this lane. If he approaches the creep wave, Burrow Strike, Telekinesis will be there. Shut him down. So I guess that's what they're thinking is they really it's not about the Lycan being here so much as it is about this combo. The Rubik and the Sand King just shutting down the support from this lane, denying farm. And I mean the other lane, bottom is empty for the moment. But actually someone died down there. Yeah, someone did. Jules just got a kill. Sorry I missed that. Windrunner goes down solo to Jules.
Hey man, Jules has been playing well. It seems to be, I mean, the one thing that's really been working for Dreamz this month in GSC. Jules, I mean, when teams have had success against Dreamz, it's when they've shut down Jules and just focused on killing him throughout the game. So we'll have to see whether or not they do more of it. With this trial and rotate towards top, Jules is going to be in this 1v1 matchup, and that's the exact kind of position he wants to be in. Santino at mid lane, he's gone for 2 Wraith Bands on Morphling, really sort of early game centric build, and that's going to allow him to be pretty aggressive on this Beastmaster, although he needs to be careful. Beastmaster now level 6.
Yeah, he's got the roar and a decent burst damage with the axes too. You know, it's a little curious. There's one thing to see the Lycan come top. You think you can push the tower, but now you're just tri-laning with the Lycan, and honestly, there the Vulture, picking up an Illusion Rune, refilling that bottle. How convenient for Jules, level 5 already. He definitely has the advantage in this lane now. Windrunners has to be careful. She is in the safe lane, but only 4. That level 3 nuke is such an important level to pick up for both of these heroes. But yeah, I'm surprised that they're not using the Lycan to just get ahead in terms of golden experience. They could have sent him into the jungle, keep Windrunner top. Yes, AM's going to free farm, but your Morphling's having a good time mid. 41 and 16, dominating the Beastmaster. To me, it's questionable, but we'll see how it turns out. Now Anti-Mage charges in. Burrow Strike not going to be there because of the Telekinesis stun. Or not the Telekinesis stun, I guess that was maybe just the Fissure coming in. But either way, not able to set up that kill. Anti-Mage was low though, he's really got to be careful about charging in there.
Yeah, I think they just want to trade blows a bit there. Anti-Mage had the Fissure coming in and force out some mana from those two heroes. And now we can lane a bit better with Sand King, Rubik, Rubik mostly getting low on mana as well as HP. They need the Rubik to set things up, and Rubik now half HP, low on mana, really has to stay very far back. The ES is coming in. He's looking maybe to rotate around. He's looking for this Rubik perhaps at top lane. Not going to find too much at this point.
But you know, Fissure is just, in this situation, it's so powerful to have that Fissure. They want to chase him down. Sand King in the front line. The Burrow Strike is there. It will find him. Telekinesis, but there's no Fade Bolt. Telekinesis really patient on that, but then comes the Kinetic Field. Fissure to turn things around. Thunderstrike, Roar from Beastmaster. Owe gets one. Now they go into Lycan, who doesn't have mana. He doesn't have his ult. Sand King will pick up one kill behind the tower. Jules, no TP scroll on him, or at least he's not leaving yet. He's going in bottom, looking for a solo kill. I believe he's got the ultimate. No, not fighting it yet. Sand King, meanwhile, trapped up in the trees. Action all over the map at the moment. Sand King still trapped. Are there axes? There are. Look how low he is. It feels it's only a matter of time. One more set of axes, he will go down. Just waiting for the cooldown. Patience. They all want a bit of the experience here. Sand King is going to make his move. TP's out, but there is vision, and he is dead. Dreamz just outplaying right now. Pacific, Lycan was forced back. Did he actually... You know, at this point, he's got a Vlad's. It is very fast Vlad's, but his levels are a bit lacking, guys.
Yeah, he needs to get up. He wants to get that level 7, level 8, level 9. I mean, you want to get more points in the passive as well as... Jules! Ooh, the bottle saving him, I believe, a bit there. Got him up just enough HP to survive that Fade Bolt. Only level 2 on the Fade Bolt. I mean, Windrunner, Queen of Pain juking out a lot here, but Jules, he's got his bottle back. He's already healed up a lot. Windrunner needs to be careful here. Blinking from Jules could end his life.
You know, Jules actually airballed the ult bottom, just barely missing the Windrunner. And Rubik there, I believe he had Telekinesis. He went for the Fade Bolt first. He thought it would be enough for the kill, but you're right, the bottle saved him. Some missed opportunities. Pacific maybe a little bit nervous, not sure what's going on, but they've had a couple opportunities to get kills, to really get aggressive. And also just the decisions they've been making. I feel they could be dominating this laning stage, especially with that early tower, but they're breaking even. It's not a horrible start. They have a Lycan, they have a Morphling. This is definitely a lineup that can stand toe-to-toe against an anti-mage in the mid to late game. Telekinesis will stun too for a little bit. There is a Roar, but a wave in. They want to zap away. There's your Roar. Fissure again. Nice placement, blocking, hitting all three heroes and blocking them off. Beautifully done. Big dive for RCG. I think he wants to use a replicate, but he's not going to find anything. Now he's going to be forced back. In fact, he might be in a tiny bit of trouble. Nah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. But 4 heroes go mid. They give Jules more time on this bottom lane. I really feel he's getting too much.
Well, we're going to see Morphling maybe pick up a solo kill at mid lane. He does on the Earthshaker. Beastmaster can't really do much except stand there and watch. Didn't have his Roar up. And that gets Morphling. He's up to 1400 gold. He's got this Cover Haste. This could be a Midas build. I mean, we saw it yesterday. Midas first on Morphling. It looks like we're going to see it again. Yeah, it's become the popular build for these Filipino teams. Go for this fast Midas, and Santino's going to do the same thing.
You know, if you're up against an anti-mage who's rushing a Battle Fury, this is one way to try and stand toe-to-toe him later on in the game. Anti-mage, 2 Reigns of Health picked up. Was this a misbuy? Oh, gods, what is going on here? Is this going to be a Vanguard and a Battle Fury? Very curious to just rush the 2 Reigns of Health. He's not even being harassed. The lane is empty. I'm thinking it was a mistake, but I mean, maybe you've seen this before.
I have not seen this before. This is a first for me. I've seen a lot of crazy things here at GST. It looks like we may see some kills go down at bottom lane. Jules, the ultimate. This one does not whip, but it's not enough damage to kill the Rubik. Rubik escapes. Windrunner still somehow alive on red HP, and Sand King, he's found the stun on Earthshaker. Jules is still lurking around, blinks his way out. Windrunner and Rubik need to be careful though. They're both so low at bottom lane.
Meanwhile, top lane. Well, Morphling's left alone mid. He's pressuring that tower, but the Beastmaster lurking in the wings with Roar online. Lycan will be a free kill if they can set this up. They want to push the lane, no. Forget about it. They're tired of waiting. In comes Ahi. The kinetic field. Doesn't matter if that wolf runs fast or does it. Nope, not able to escape. He'll take a fall. Anti-Mage, in spite of the 2 Rings of Health, he's got 1700 gold. He pretty much has the Battle Fury now. If he had just rushed it, Santino has picked up the Midas. He gets the tower middle, though. The Sentinel last hits it. That's a little bit unfortunate. Level 10. Great start for really every carry in this game, except for the Lycan. But Jules just continues to dodge death, and he's requiring so much attention. It's been 3-4 heroes constantly down here, and gods, they just cannot kill him.
Yeah, I mean, only the one death, which came really early on. He's recovered perfectly from that. I mean, Singh currently level 8. The solo kill on the winner helped him out a lot, really. I mean, caught him back up to where he wants to be, and I mean, at this point, he's higher level than everyone on the Sentinel side, apart from the Morphling. Morphling, though, he's level 10. He's really having a fantastic start to this game. Let's see what he goes for. Yesterday, we saw the transition into a Boots of Travel in the Lincoln Sphere. I'd like to see something that can maybe contribute more earlier on in the game here. Or maybe just straight into the Lincoln Sphere. I feel Boots of Travel is just a bit too greedy.
It is. It's a Vanguard and a Perseverance. So he just wants to rush massive regen, great early game items, and then go back for the Battle Fury. I guess it makes sense. The 2 Rings of Health are great. Bottom lane, Queen of Pain, Jules, Shackle, not going to be there. Wind run away. Burrow strike in. I think they baited him. They might have finally trapped him. He will go down. No blinking away for Jules this time. Perfect bait. They know he wanted to be aggressive. They know how Jules likes to play, and they punish it. A desperately needed kill. Level 6 on the Sand King, level 7 on the Windrunner. That meant the world to this team. Important, but here comes the converging on the bottom lane. Burrow strike in, Roar is up. This is a level 8 Beastmaster fissure will hit. Roar should end his life. The Shackle, holding him in place. Epicenter on 2. Oh man, finally they find XL3. There's your Roar, there's your right clicks. No Windrunner, no Windrun ability I should say. He goes down and they're both juking. Telekinesis is there. They pull Beastmaster back into the tower, but Fissure connects on both. Are you kidding me? And the Beastmaster is gonna live. In fact, J might live as well. Perhaps trying a little bit too hard to juke this one. Disruptor has joined the party. Thunderstrike looking to turn it around. Is there gonna be a Fissure? No mana for Fissure. Now they turn on Rubik. He's caught out, but in comes the Morphling. Wants the double. Gonna settle for the Beastmaster. No replicate up. Sand King cleans up. Look at the diving by Dreamz. Really overextending here. This is where you'd love to have Jules in the fight. Unfortunately, he died. He's not there. He's farming mid. But probably could have gotten 3-4 kills if he was.
Oh yeah, big overextension there. It's one of these things. They've got Anti-Mage off free farming though, but they can't afford to give away too many kills like we just saw there. I mean, Sand King now gets his level 7. He's got his Arcane Boots. And Beastmaster's just getting a bit too ambitious. I mean, they get the winner on a kill, but then things turn sour very quickly. Great rotation from Morphling as well as the Lycan. I mean, they're bringing their carry heroes to these fights because, I mean, sure, they're carry heroes they want to farm, but you can farm heroes just as well as you can farm creeps. And Morphling, he's not falling behind Anti-Mage just yet.
Look at him. He's already got the Boots of Trial Midas. We did see this build last game, but I want to say it was 4-5 minutes later at least. And what we talked about, how it can be an amazing build if you have time to use it, if you're able to farm. Well, we saw this build last. It was too late. They were on the back foot too much, and nobody else could contribute. But this time around, sure, they've had some dicey moments. It hasn't been a perfect game for them, but they have other heroes who have a lot of farm. Ace looking towards the Necro Book, getting close to the level 1, and that's a big pickup. I think this build is a lot more viable this game, and especially with Anti-Mage going for an early Battle Fury. He's not going to be looking to fight too much in the early game, so that means you can farm. And this team, boy, would they love to farm. It's not just those 2 carries. All these supports will scale well with it. Sandk would like his Blink, Windrunner 2, but Burrow strike in. They want Jewel Shackle as well. Easy kill picked up. Counter gank is coming in. The Roar, the Static Storm, and the Thunderstrike Disruptor gonna find that kill. Is there gonna be an ultimate from the Lycan? There is. Charges in. No glimpse back. Yes, there is. But the Wolves, no, the Wolves back off. They opt to go for Quantum Beastmaster instead. Anti-Mage still not joining the fight. And GoDz is looking good right now. They're giving this Morphling so much space at the moment.
I know, I'd have to agree. I mean, Palit are playing this well. They're not just panicking and saying, okay, they've got an Anti-Mage who's been free farming all game. We've got to gank him. We've got to go push now. They're thinking, okay, let's just go for the kills we can get. Let's just take what we can do. I mean, that's getting kills at mid lane. Anti-Mage now, he's blinked his way in towards mid lane. He's looking for an opening, and here comes the TP right into the middle. It's Jules, and they want to take this fight. They want to stop this tier 2 tower going down. Anti-Mage is there. Fissure comes in. They're going to get EMZ. He gets instantly KO'd. And will they get too many more? Doesn't look like it. Lycan's backed off. He's starting to build his Necrobook, and Windrunner as well backing off at the moment.
And while this is all happening, it's just the split push for Pacific. This lineup can do that so well. Lycan, Morphling, and Windrunner. Amazing split push heroes. And the 2 supports, Sand King's pretty mobile. I feel they can really keep the pressure up all game. 2,300 gold up. Now this is where the build really shines, is you farm so quickly, you have the Bottle Crow, so you really never have to go to base. Whenever you want to TP across the map, join a fight, or even just farm another lane, you can do that too. On the back foot right now, that's the only thing you can really say about Dreamz. A couple of misplays from them. It was a great start, but now, it's not that they're out of it, but they're just not getting to be aggressive like they want to.
Yep, and Morphling, I mean, up to 2.4k gold now. He's where he wants to be. I mean, he can now decide what item he wants to get. Go for the Ethereal Blade, go for the safer Lincoln Sphere, and really play a farm-oriented game. Lincoln Sphere might be alright. I mean, against the can block an anti-mage ultimate, can block a glimpse. There's a lot of annoying and spells that can potentially just instantly kill him. I mean, getting glimpse back after waving out can result in your death. So a lot of useful spells that the Lincolns could block, and he's just going to keep on farming. He's not done farming. He TP's bottom. Going to try and annoy this anti-mage a bit there.
He's 3 levels ahead of the anti-mage. He does pick up the ultimate orb, so it's going to be that Manta style. I mean, I guess it could be the Ice-Skady, or more likely, like you were suggesting, the Lincoln Sphere. It's also great against anti-mage and Beastmaster. So many useful spells to block. Especially Mana Void can be very frustrating to deal with. If you Morphling generally uses a lot of his mana, then he can be in trouble. They want to go on him. Is there a Roar? No, waves out. The Roar being cast there. Fissure will find him. And now he might be dead. Adaptive Strike pushing the Beastmaster back. In comes the Echo Slam, morphing to strength, trying to survive. Looks like he will, and he gets away, and this is 4 heroes. Meanwhile, the split push coming in top. Lycan pushing that. In comes Sandcane, Epicenter, wants the Earthshaker. Will he get him? He will. Now they turn their attention towards the Beastmaster. Shackle not going to latch. He's probably going to go down here as well. Yes, he will. No, the Roar comes out, turns it around, but just too tanky. Echo Slam, I believe, was just stolen by Rubik. Drops that, not doing too much damage, but they pick up another kill. And they're playing this without the Lycan, who's just farming the whole time. He's even sharing the bottle crowing. Now they're sharing. They're passing a bottle. So someone else picked up towards Ace so that he can do his own bottle crowing. You know it's Pinoy Dota when even your Lycan is bottle crowing, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're sharing it. That just shows. I mean, they're not just saying, okay, this 1 or 2 heroes have to keep bottle crowing. They get the career. They're saying, okay, Lycan needs it at the moment. He's the one who needs it more than, well, it looks like it's Windrunners who he's taken. And yeah, Windrunner just going around as the team, just setting things up, playing more as a utility and a support hero. Roaming around with the Sand King. Earthshaker's at the middle tower, not going to get caught out here, but they're going to find the Anti-Mage in the jungle in a second, maybe. Can they get the stun off? Oh, blink out. Just in time.
That was like a half second from a kill. That was close. You know, the funny thing is I believe they were spotted running up into the jungle, but he probably just figured, they're not really going to go for me. Actually, Anti-Mage, they are. Does he even have the Battle Fury yet? I'm not sure that he does. No, still farming it. Is he really this far away? It's got to be on the courier. No, it's not.
Town is under siege.
No Battle Fury yet. I cannot believe it. What's on the ground? Can't tell what that item is.
A player's force.
Oh, Claymore. Okay, he's really close. So he's going to have it soon. But I'm just not sure it's enough. I think the Morphling is so big, 2,100 gold already. And more, you know, he's got the Boots of Travel. And he just does more right now in the game.
Yeah.
Can Anti-Mage out-carry these two?
I don't think going the Vanguard is going to allow him to out-carry them. I feel the Vanguard wasn't even needed. He had such an easy lane where, I mean, he had 2 Ring of Health at one point. Like, I mean, it wasn't the easiest of lanes, but it got to a point where he could have just gone straight for the Battle Fury. He decided to complete the Vanguard, but the Battle Fury would have allowed him to keep up or farm faster than Morphling. But by getting this Vanguard, it's Morphling who's ahead in terms of levels as well as items now. He's almost finished off his next big item, which is going to be a Lincoln Sphere. He's got the recipe coming in. He just needs to now get the Perseverance.
You're right. And I guess then the question is, if Anti-Mage can't do it alone, does he have the backup to do it? Necrobull coming soon on Beastmaster. Jules has an Ultimate Orb. This might be a game where you really just need to go for the Scythe of Ice, because I don't know that a Lincoln is going to be that effective when you're up against a team that just wants to farm and be ahead of you and go for late game. I think this Radiant squad, or this Sentinel squad, are fine going late. So I don't know, maybe Scythe of Ice, but we do know Jules loves his Lincoln Sphere. So we'll see. It wouldn't surprise either of us at all if he goes for it. Speaking of Lincoln Spheres, Morphlings was on the way, now it's going bottom, now it's going back top. Yep, it's completed. 20-minute Lincoln Sphere Boots of Travel, Hand of Midas, Bottle Magic Wand. If we could see gold per minute, I want to hazard a guess this is around that 600 mark. This is some insane farm.
Yeah, that's, I mean, normally you'd say getting if you go first item Lincoln's, getting it 20 minutes is a decent time. Like, 17, 18 is great, but 20-minute Lincolns, and you've got Midas and Boots of Travel as well. Holy crap, he's massive. And, well, Pacific.Palit, they're not done. They've smoked up behind Lycan at the bottom. They're looking for a pick-off. They get the stun to lead things off. Followed up by Telekinesis. Anti-Mage, can he get out? He's not going to do so. Even the Epicenter being thrown here. Here comes the counter gank. Have they got enough damage? They may get this Lycan. He's trapped in the kinetic field. The Thunderdome, and oh man, the Queen of Pain ultimate. Yes, Echo Slam. They want to use everything in the kitchen sink. Windrunner as well gets caught in a raw, slightly over-ambitious play coming out of Pacific.
Slightly. This might be hugely over-ambitious. Rubik's going to go down too. No, Blake's away, but I think he's going to die of the Shadow Strike. Yes, he is. That is 4 heroes dead, I believe. No, 3 heroes dead. Sandcase somehow survives with 25 HP. Wants the TP out. The axes. No, they don't find him. Oh, almost got him on the backswing, too. Oh, wait. Just not his day, man. Not his day. But they do get 3 kills. While this is happening, though, Santino, the Prodigy, is really... I mean, they're making it easy for him. You don't need a Prodigy to farm at this point. You know, he can just auto-attack, push the lane in all day. It's almost silly at this point. Like, he doesn't need the Bottle Crow anymore. He's got too much regen from the Lincolns. But, you know, it helped him get him here. It won't surprise me at all if he continues. Look at the auto-attacks. Just Anti-Mage can't stand against this. He's got to back off. That's a Morphling with no damage items.
And, I mean, he can make replicates of the Anti-Mage as well. Anti-Mage has maxed out his mana break, so replicates are going to hurt him as well as his team. This Morphling is a nice pick to have at this point against the Anti-Mage. Until Anti-Mage gets really big, like 3 or 4 big items, I mean, he's not going to be offering too much to his team.
Oh, Jules gets caught out. This could be trouble. Telekinesis, Burrow Strike in. I don't think they have the Chain Stun to bring him down. He will blink away. He'll be okay. Or not. Or not. Maybe not because he runs back in. Is there a Shackle? Will it find him? It does not. Barely. Rubik with Blink. This is... And there's 2 heroes to steal Blink from. You know, it seems like every time we get to see Rubik getting picked, there's a blinking hero up against him. Shackle fishing for it. Really wants it. The wind run's still giving chase. Finally, Jules will escape the net. And he is going for Lincolns. I feel this is a mistake. Not making an adjustment here. Not going for the Sight Device. But we'll have to see.
Roar at mid lane. They've gone on Lycan. He gets roared at mid lane. Fissure from as far as possible. Lycan, he's still maybe okay.
Glimpse.
Oh, glimpse back into the Thunderdome. Great play from Thrall. He will go down.
That was a big kill. Meanwhile, Jules is hunting. He really wants... He without the blink away. So obnoxious. This is unbelievable. Epicenter, Shackle shot, and they will clean up Jules. Just overextending. Too aggressive. Cannot help himself. Just wants to make something happen for his team. Now it's Side J in a little bit of trouble. Adaptive Strike cleared out the trees, giving vision. Dominating. Ultimate Orb picked up. Manta Style or IF Skady will be the next item choice. Tell me there's nothing else in the base. Okay. So he's only got 1 more Ultimate Orb. He's not quite up to the IF Skady or the Manta yet. But it's coming soon. And he could just drop a Replicate. He's 5 levels ahead of the Anti-Mage right now. 5 levels ahead.
Massive. And the rest of his team are in a good position as well. I mean, Sanking, the support hero, he's got level 11 and it's just finished off a Blink Dagger. Winner is getting close to a level 3 Necrobook. Didn't bother with the Mech or the Force after. Just said, okay, we want this Necrobook. This is what's going to allow us to go for that mid-game push with the Lycan. As well as, I mean, Morphling is going to be very big soon. They're probably going to look to end the game around the time Morphling... I want to say Manta Style just because it's better for the push. They can send in the illusions onto the tower. So around the 28 to 30 minute mark, they'll have a Manta Style. They'll have...
Shackle on 2 mid.
That's it.
Wow, XL3.
Tower.
Shackles 2 and then gets the tower right in front of their eyes. Snatches the candy directly out of their Halloween baskets. And eats it all before them, before they can even blink. That's cruel. That is cruel and unusual, gods.
It is, and it's gonna get harder. As I mean, that's more and more gold.
Middle lane.
Anti-Mage, they can't afford to have him get picked off at this point. He's trying to pump that Manta Style. Is there enough chain stuns? The Shackle shot not going to be enough. Lycan comes in a bit later. Blink's actually stolen by Rubik, and here comes the backstab.
This could be bad. Burrow Strike in. Shackle not going to hit. The Echo Slam decent. Not quite enough, though, and the backstab without the Anti-Mage, without that big damage dealer. I'm not sure if they can win this fight, but that's another damage dealer. That is Jules joining the fight. Blink away from Rubik. Telekinesis back in. Is there another Shackle? Jules dodging by that one. Will find 1 kill. The Necro Books. It's just a surround here, and Jules overwhelmed and brought down by a massive blob of Necronomicon minions. Although I think some of those might have even been on his team. Doesn't seem to matter. Meanwhile, Echo Slam back to the base. It was not used earlier. I thought it was. Put Fissure onto the Morphling. Now Morphling says, ha, you think you can kill me? You are wrong, sir. That is not happening. And he gets a kill in the ES in the shadow of his tier 3. When all is said and done, what was it, a 2 for 3?
It was... Oh, I don't even know. That was a crazy fight. Stuff going on all over the place. I mean, it was a long-lasting fight. They didn't kill the Anti-Mage to start things off with. They never ended up killing him. But it looks... I have to say, it does look like, once again, it's Pacific.Palit who come out slightly on top. I mean, Dreamz played that fight all right. Anti-Mage got away, but they just didn't latch on with their AoE combo with that backstab.
You know, if they lose this game, they're probably going to be haunted maybe by that item decision with the Anti-Mage. You know, I'm not sure I'm not sure if he just wanted to go for Vanguard Battlefield to begin with, or if maybe he accidentally bought the second Ring of Health and then said, okay, screw it, I might as well just build them both now. I'm farming really well. And then only too late did he realize just how well the Morphling was farming. You know, if that's how the game ends up turning out, that would be a bit of a shame for Dreamz, who, like you said, have never been here before. They've never even gotten this far, star-studded as their lineup is, especially with Jules on the team. But it's looking bleak for them. This is going to be very tough. Morphling has the Manta up. He's got another 1,500 gold. Running his own bank, and really robbing other banks too, because there's no way that any creature, water or otherwise, should have this much gold. I don't know how he carries it. You know, that's the question that I'm left with. But Replicate top, he's going to heal up a base. Ghost Scepter, now he wants the shotgun. This hero wants all the items. Then they're going to find Earthshaker, Shackle, not going to latch, doesn't matter. Doesn't look like it. The Necronomicon Fissure, Burrow Strike through, onto Jules, who gets caught out again and immediately picked off. Too easy, I have to say. Lycan now giving chase. One by one, they are crumbling, they are getting picked off and pulled apart. Beastmaster dies at the same time that Lycan picks up another kill. That is 4 heroes dead. And you said they're probably going to go for Rex in 28 minutes, Gods. It looks like you're basically on the money. Here they come. Army of Necronomicon, some illusions for good measure. There is no stopping this push. 4 heroes dead for 30 seconds. Is there any buyback on the field? Would it even matter? I think the answer to both of these questions is no.
Yeah, I mean, this Anti just can't fight at this point. I mean, he needs a Manta Cell. He needs more than just a Manta Cell. He'll need his BKB or a Heart, his next big item after that. And it's not coming for a good while now, so they're going to lose at least one set of brackets here. Such a fast push with the Howl with the Necrobooks. You've got the Vlad's, or you've got the Winner with an Illusion Rune. Why the hell not? Manta Cell up on Morphling. And the 2 level 3 Necrobooks, it's just so much. They're going to get mid-racks. They're probably going to get the top racks as well. Dreamz just a couple seconds away from respawning. They need to make something happen soon. Yes, level 2 ultimate with the Blink ulti. He's trying to make his way up top, but they're just not grouped up for him to get that big Blink ulti off.
And even if they did, they've already lost 1 rack. They're about to lose 2, so they maybe win a fight. If they do, they're still down 2 sets of racks against the Lycan, against the Morphling with Boots of Travel, which means prominent split push. Sandkey doesn't even care about the ensuing fight. Roar comes down to Beastmaster. Is he going to start channeling that Epicenter? Not just yet. Now he goes. Epicenter channel, blinks in, catches 4. It's going to be a team wipe. Glimpse doing so much work. Sandkey, what a setup for the team. And now the last survivor, the Earthshaker. No, actually there were 2. The Anti-Mage, I believe, just respawned. And that's it. GG comes out, and this game was ending soon, man. What a way to end it, though. The icing on the cake, really, for a team that we haven't cast yet this tournament. I'm kind of sad we didn't after watching this game. This was absolutely dominant.
Oh, man, some sensational play all around. And I mean, showing how this Midas Morphling build works just to get so far ahead. And I mean, Anti-Mage, it just didn't work out as a counter to the Morphling. Well, not so much a counter, but as a serious contender for a late game carry. That was their late game carry option, but he didn't go for a greedy enough build. I mean, greediness paying off here, and it wasn't even like reckless greed. It was all very calculated. Morphling knew what he was doing. He got a good start. He really transitioned well into the mid to late game, and the rest of his team, with all their pushing power, it was just a pretty smooth game from Pacific, even though it was a very close game.
You know, I was talking about maybe regretting, you know, the item decision, but we got to remember this Lycan was the last pick for the team. And this is a hero that has a great place in Pinoy Dota because he split pushes so well, he can farm anywhere, and that's the way the Pinoys like to play. They like to farm a lot. You know, they're known for their aggression, their hero killing, but we've seen it. They like to go for the farming builds. The Lycan Spears, the Mass Midases, even late game. These players, they love their gold, and Lycan is very good at either acquiring it himself or setting the team up to farm faster. So I think that's the big difference this game, is that, you know, yes, the Morphling went for the farming build, and yes, they were ahead early, but how did they get ahead early? It really was the Lycan that got them there, the quick push bottom, setting up the tier 1, and then it was pretty much just a smooth roll from there.
Yeah, you know, really, having Lycan to get that early tier 1 tower, it just gives everyone gold to work with. Some heroes used it better than others. Morphling just had a fantastic game, and I'm sure that tower gold coming from the Lycan helped him out. Winner redeemed himself for some iffy play early on where he did get caught out. Gave Jules some kills as well as a good start, but Jules couldn't turn it into something good for his team, and I mean, I can't blame him. He's played sensational throughout this GST IDC. Dreamz, they're not done though. They will be playing in the 3rd place deciding match, which will come, I believe, after this match. Emaxx as well as iZone is your other semi-final, but Dreamz, I mean, they've had a good run, but it just wasn't enough this month once again.
And just for good measure, as the game ends, we have some more killing. 12-0-4. Santino, 240 CS, almost 8 creeps per minute. The gold permitted on this guy must be absolutely out of this world. 2 towers claimed, constantly applying pressure. Yes, he went for a farming build, but he still found kills, he still contributed, and he pushed all game long. Pacific.Palit looking so good. But that does it for this game, guys. We'll be coming back soon with the third place decider match. It will be Dreamz facing off against one of those two teams. And we'll let you know as soon as that one's available. But for now, that does it for this match. So stay tuned. We'll have more coming for you.